Good day, ladies and gents. Welcome to BK Mathematics. This is another question from indices. Let's try to solve it together. It reads 2 raised to the power x plus 4 raised to the power x plus 8 raised to the power x is equals 39. Now we have to find the possible value of x. Now to start with, solution. Now since we are given 2 raised to the power x plus 4 raised to the power x plus 8 raised to the power x, this is equals 39. The first step that's what to do, let's try to express 4 and 8 as its index form. This is 2 raised to the power x plus this is 2 raised to the power 2 into x, okay, plus this is 2 raised to the power 3 into x. Then everything becomes 39. Okay, now we have this becomes 2 raised to the power x plus this is 2 raised to the power, this becomes x raised to the power 2, the same thing, that this becomes 2 raised to the power x raised to the power 3, then everything becomes 39. Okay, now from this point, let's say let 2 raised to the power x be m. So it means anywhere we see 2 raised to the power x, we write there m. Now this is 2 raised to the power x becomes m plus this is m raised to the power 2 plus this is m raised to the power 3. Then everything becomes 39. Therefore, we can say m raised to the power 3 plus m square plus m. When this one is moving, I will have minus 39. Then everything becomes 0. Now from this point, this is polynomial equations, but we can also say 39 can also be expressed as minus into 27 plus 9 plus 3. Okay, 39 can also be expressed as this form. Now we say m cube plus m square plus m minus into, now instead of 39 we write these numbers, we say 27 plus 9 plus 3, then everything becomes 0. Now from this we have an m cube plus m square plus m. When this one minus and square gives you minus 27, minus 9 and minus 3. Okay, then everything becomes 0. Now from this we try to factorize by grouping them. We group m cube and 27. Let's group them together. That is m cube minus 27. We group them, plus we group also m square minus 9. Then we group m minus 3 also. Then everything becomes 0. Now from this point, recall that we can also express this 27 as m raised to the power 3 minus 3 raised to the power 3. Then plus this also can be expressed in a different square as 2 raised to the power m minus 3 raised to the power 2. Then we say plus m minus 3. Then everything becomes 0. Recall that. I say recall that. Now having something like this, that is if you have a raised to the power 3 minus b raised to the power 3, this one can be expressing as a minus b into a square plus ab plus b square. Okay, and having a square minus b square can also be expressing as a plus b into a minus b. Then from this point we substitute right away. We use this for this. Okay, now let's substitute and see what we are going to have. Then we have, now we can say this is y minus 3, so this is m is m minus 3. M minus 3 into, now this one becomes, this is m square plus 3m. Now this b square, this is b giving you plus 9. Okay, now say plus. Now this also, if you express this as this form, becomes m plus 3 into m minus 3, then plus m minus 3, this one, then everything becomes 0. Now from this point, what are we to do next? We factorize. What do we think is common here? It is m minus 3. Then we take it outside. We say m minus 3 is the common factor. Then what remains, it is m square plus 3m plus 9. Here what remains, it is plus m plus 3 that remains. What remains here, it is plus m plus 1 that remains there. Okay, then everything becomes 0. Okay, now we have m minus 3 into, now let's simplify here, we have m square. Now 3m plus m giving you plus 4m. 9 plus 3, 12. 12 plus 1 giving you 13. 3 plus 13. Then everything becomes 0. Okay, now we can say the value of m, we can say the value of m minus 3, this becomes 0. So therefore the value of m here becomes 3 respectively. So this is the value of m, but remember we are not asked to find the value of m. The question says we have to find the value of x. Recall that if 2 raised to the power x, if 2 raised to the power x is equals m, but now we have m already as 3, then we say this is 2 raised to the power x now equals 3. Now what are we to do? We take log on both sides. Let's just continue from this point. Let's take log on both sides. That is 2 raised to the power x, that's log 2 raised to the power x is equals log 3. Okay, now we divide, this is moving, this becomes x log 2, this equals log 3. Now we divide both sides by log 2, we divide both sides by log 2. So therefore the value of x, we can say the value of x that we have to find becomes, now having log 3, this cancels, now we have log 3 base 2. Okay, so it means the value of x that we have to find automatically becomes log 3 base 2 respectively. So this value of x that we have to find in respect to this problem that we are given. Now if you try to factorize this one, you will have a complex root wherein there will be no real solution. Okay, so you just have to ignore this one and consider this one. If you have the value of m as this, then we know we already letting as 2 raised by x be m. Then if you substitute, you're going to have x is equals log 3 base 2. Okay, as our answer. Thank you for watching. Make sure you share, comment, like for everybody to benefit. Love you more.